What is the Flash's favorite drink? Velocity. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Last week I had mentioned that it was my birthday, which has since come and gone, and today I'm going to share my superhero pickups with you in this Comic Book Editions Volume 190 video. Welcome. While I'm giving thanks, I want to thank everyone that reached out with a birthday message to me. Your DMs, calls, texts, cards, letters, food, balloons, presents, skywriting, interpretive dance, and singing telegrams did not go unnoticed and meant the world to me. Thank you for taking time out of your day to make sure that I was having a great day, which I did. A great belated birthday gift to me is a subscription to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, now's the time to do so. I realize you might already be subscribed, and sharing my channel or this video with someone that isn't subscribed is another great way to show support to the channel as I try to reach that 1,000 subscriber goal. Of course, the algorithm loves it when you give this video a heart, a thumbs up, a like, so make sure to do that. And of course, I love your comments. I'll be asking for those later on in today's video. But as for now, I'm ready to get started sharing my haul with you. And we begin with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This was a birthday gift from a coworker of mine, Abrina, who completely surprised me when she said, I have a birthday gift for you. And then she brought in this bag, and I could see the plush Spider-Man head sticking out. I'm like, what the heck is that? First of all, nobody has to get me a gift. I know so many awesome people, and that in itself truly is a gift. And I realize that every day and every year as I get older, that truly is the gift. But thank you, Abrina, for thinking of me. This is the Spider-Man Pillow Buddy and Throw Blanket set. And when you live in a state where it seems to be colder more months of the year than anything else, this throw, any type of a throw, comes in handy. And I realize that we're kind of getting away from the colder weather months, but in the meantime, I have my Pillow Buddy to hang out with until autumn and winter rolls back around, which, will be here really before we know it. And I'll be enjoying and using the throw to stay warm. But thank you, Abrina, for thinking of me. Man, you surprised me so much, and it meant the world to me that you thought of me, and I love this gift. It was a nice surprise. So thanks again. My friend Brian is someone that you've heard me talk about on the channel before. He and his twin brother are both comic book collectors. They live an hour to an hour and a half away from me. When Brian came over and saw me in March, he dropped off my birthday gift. He said, you can't open it until your birthday. I am really good about not spoiling things like that and don't want any hints, don't need a tease or anything. And I waited until my birthday to open it. I'm going to share that next with you. But first, I want to start with the card that came with it because I had never seen this card before. It has this amazing Garcia Lopez artwork on it with Wonder Woman on the invisible jet. And it says, fired up the invisible jet to deliver your birthday surprise. And then when you open it, it says, enjoy your invisible present. DC is doing some Garcia Lopez character artwork variant covers this summer. And I'm planning on getting all of them because they look amazing. But Brian did provide a present besides the card. And I'm going to share that with you now. I was excited to get this. This is the DC Comics Classic Library Flash of Two Worlds. It's a hardcover trade that was released in 2009. I have a different trade in this set. They did a Justice League by George Perez 2-volume, and I have one of the 2 volumes. I really need to get the other volume. And I really like the format of this. It's hardcover. It's got about 5 stories reprinted inside. This was released 2009, I think I just mentioned. Included in here is the classic Flash of Two Worlds, which kind of created the multiverse. Flash number 123. Also reprinted Flash number 129, 137, 151, and 173. I'm going to look forward to opening this up and pacing myself. I like to read a story a night and getting through this hardcover. So, Brian, thank you so much for thinking about me as well. And he's planning on coming over to see me more towards the end of this month, and we're going to hit up a comic book store about an hour away from me that neither one of us have been to, but it was recommended to me from another friend who says it's really good. So maybe next month I'll have a haul from that adventure that we're going to go on later this month to share with you here on my channel. Stay tuned for that. This is cool, though. I enjoy this. Mr. Fridge Art is someone that I, like Brian, I've been friends with for decades. And he sent a birthday box to me that I'm going to share with you right now. And we're going to start with some digests that he sent. This is the Best of DC Blue Ribbon Digest. This was published in 1982. It's number 24. It's a heavy Legion of Superheroes focused issue. And I love these digests. I mean, the artwork on the front instantly draws it to me, but there's also great artwork on the back to enjoy as well. This includes, it's all reprints, and it includes Legion of Superheroes stories from Adventure Comics 371 and 372, plus a classic story from issue 359. Superboy 176 is reprinted in here as well. But what probably really draws me the most to this is the 16 pages of Legion costumes. I actually remember when this first came out and seeing this on the spinner rack too. It's awesome. A lot of my digests I need to upgrade or replace. I think part of the reason why they're not in as nice of a shape is because I really enjoyed them, but I didn't have, the bags and boards for digest size. I'm actually still struggling a little bit to find digest size bags and boards. So if you have a good recommendation, throw your friend a comment in the section below on this video and let me know where I can get some. I really need to get back on Steven at Comic Clear about doing some clear size digest boards. It's been a while since I've ruffled his feathers about that, but that's something I really want him to do. I'm a huge fan of Comic Clear, and I love their clear comic boards, and it's probably my favorite comic book accessory in my collection. This was a cool digest. Another digest, this is fun. This is Adventure Comics number 498. This would have been published in 1983. So around this time, Adventure Comics was going through, at one point, he was briefly canceled, actually. So after they switched to the Dial H for Hero, and they did that for a while, and that was in the normal regular comic book format size. They actually canceled the book for several months and then revived it. And when they revived it, I think it was around 491 that they revived it. They did mostly reprints, and they did them in this digest size format. This book is from 1983. As you take a look at the back cover, you see we have several different superheroes and stories that are reprinted inside. And when they came back into this format, almost everything that they did were reprints. But we have a Plastic Man story from Adventure Comics 467. We have Legion of Superheroes story from Adventure 301. Aquaman number 47 is reprinted inside. There's a Captain Marvel Adventures number 128 in here. A Sandman story from Adventure Comics 74. Then a Mary Marvel story from Shazam number 10, all included in this one digest. You got me the next issue to go with it as well, number 499. First of all, I have to say that that's an interesting pose for Saturn Girl, and I'm a Saturn Girl fan, but even the way that they drew her there, because you don't see her face full on or the majority of her front costume, I'm like, I didn't even realize that was her for a second. So I realized they don't have a lot of space to work with, and they're trying to fit a lot into this tiny little space. But it's an interesting depiction, I thought, for sure. Included in this is Legion of Superheroes story from issue number 302. We have Adventure Comics 468 reprinting the Plastic Man story. Aquaman number 48, Captain Marvel Adventures number 79, and 173 are both reprinted inside of here. Then there's a Spectre story as well from Spectre number 6 in the Silver Age. You can take a look at the artwork on the back cover here too, because that's fantastic as well. And we get to find out who is the Legionnaires' traitor. I've never read this one, so I'm looking to find out myself exactly who that is. Mr. Fridge Art, who incidentally is not on YouTube, but he's on Instagram, and I left a link for his Instagram account in the description for this video if you want to follow him over there and see some of the cool things that he posts. He sent some Funko-related stuff, too. This was the first thing that I opened when I got the box from him, and I love this. This is part of the Funko Comic Covers line, and it's a classic Scarlet Witch, which was a Target exclusive. Now, I knew of the existence of this product, but I'd never seen one with my own eyes before. Trust me when I say, had I seen one in person, I probably would have instantly snatched it up because we have Scarlet Witch in her classic costume. The comic book in the back is Avengers number 104. I don't actually have that comic book, but it's on my want list. If you look through a lot of those Avengers 1 comic books, there's many covers where Scarlet Witch is very central focused as the character on the cover, and this is one of them. I'm trying to definitely pick up all of those since I'm such a Wanda fan myself. And that's on the goal to get. And that would display pretty nicely next to this, I thought. The next one in this line that I really want to get, they did an X-Men 101 Funko Comic Pop cover, with Phoenix rising up out of the water in her first appearance, and that's one that I want to get. So hopefully sometime in the future, you'll see that on my channel after I pull the trigger on that. I haven't actually seen one of those in person, but I know I can order it online. And while we're talking about Scarlet Witch, this is perfect to go next to it. It's an Agatha Harkness Funko Pop from WandaVision. Agatha All Along is my jam. It has been since day number 1. And when I listen to it, because it's a very short song, I usually listen to it 5 to 6 times in a row, and then a couple hours later, 5 to 6 times in a row again, I'll listen to it. And I just jam out and rock out to this. And I hadn't listened to it for a while, but since I've unboxed this, I've started re-listening to that earworm again. It was a fantastic song. Of course, Agatha is getting her own spin-off coming up pretty soon to Disney+. And a very cool Funko Pop. Kathryn Hahn did a good job as Agatha. Generally, I kind of like Agatha Harkness as an older, established character. But in the series, I didn't mind it so much, Kathryn playing a younger version of Agatha. I know that they kind of changed it in the comic books, which I talked about in a previous video of mine, where they made Agatha back young again to kind of match this. And I wasn't crazy about it in the comics, but I'm fine with it in my MCU. I know that that's crazy, but that's just where I stand with that. But another cool Funko Pop to add to my collection. Isn't this cool? I did know about this, but I've never seen one of these either. So this is a Batman mini Funko Pop, but it's the packaging that really sells me because it's supposed to be like a SuperFriends video cassette VHS rental from Blockbuster. And we have all this great character stock artwork here. And I love that. I just think that is so awesome. So there's a chance that it could be one of the Chase Funkos inside, but I have not opened it yet to find out if that's the case or not. Or I should say if that's the Chase or not. But this is pretty cool. I don't know if they continued any more in this line. I really wish they'd do a Wonder Woman one, obviously, because she's my girl. And then Mr. Fridge Art wrapped it up with something I'm so excited about, too. He Funko Popped me. I think he got this done at the Funko Pop store that's near where he lives. I've always wanted to have my own Funko Pop. And now here I am as a Funko Pop. And it's me. I got some headphones in one side. I got some comic books in my hand on the other side as well. I did make my own action figure back in my radio days, too. And to make my own Funko Pop was like the next thing on my goal to take care of. And now Mr. Fridge Art is taking care of that for me. I think that this is such a hoot. And he says, "Happy birthday, Ryan, SuperFriends forever," on the back with a big smiley face. So I love that. I got the biggest kick out of that when I opened that up. And like I said, something else that I wanted to do and was on my to-do list eventually. And now it's checked off. And I just thought that was awesome. What did you think about today's birthday haul? And obviously this is just the superhero stuff. I, received some other gifts too that necessarily don't qualify for the content on this, and spent some time with a great friend on my birthday. But what did you think? What was your favorite thing that I showed today? I'd love to know that. So leave me a comment below, as your comments are welcomed, encouraged, and appreciated. I'd love to know if you have any of these things, if you're hunting any of these things, if you never knew about any of these things. We can dialogue about all of that and more in the comment section below. Here we are with May pretty much upon us. And this upcoming weekend, besides being Free Comic Book Day on Saturday, is also Star Wars Day. So I did a Star Wars themed back issue of the week YouTube short, like I usually do on my channel on the first Saturday, or try to tie into Star Wars Day. When that comes up each year, I try to do something Star Wars themed. So that is up on my channel already. Make sure to check that out and spend 60 seconds to learn about this issue. Dropped it yesterday morning. We'll have Fanboys Live and the Retro Review, the greatest DC comic show on YouTube, hitting the airwaves Sunday night here on my channel, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central. And I hope you get a chance to join us for the live show, or at least watch on the Rewind. I'll be with Signature King Tony Fett and Comic Food 2814. So related to my birthday, I kind of did happy birthday myself a little bit and bought some comic books that I'm going to share with you. I don't think I'm going to do that next week, though. But that will be coming up soon on my channel. Next week, instead, I want to kind of give you an update on how I'm doing with my JLA collecting. Because, I had this goal of one JLA comic book a year for the next 3 years. I started that goal this past January. I want to give you a little bit of an update on where I'm sitting at with that, and show a few more JLA books that I've added into my collection. So that's probably what I'll do in next week's video, along with some JLA-related merchandise too. So make sure to join me for that. Thank you again for making it to the end of this video. Thank you everyone for the birthday love. I felt it, and I love you guys back. Hope you have a safe, healthy, successful week, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.